if you are the person that needs to screw around the corner, possibly get yourself into some tight spots, this is the tool for you. How's it, chaps, and welcome back to the desk again. We're not building anything today once again. We're basically just going to look at this DeWalt right angle impact driving accessory. Something that I saw a couple of weeks ago and I thought it looked quite interesting. I don't have one, so just kind of hit the little buy button, waited about a week, 6, 7 days, and it's finally arrived. All the way from the US of A. So, let's get into it, see what she looks like. Ah, look at that. Bit dusty. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well, that shit happens. So here we have it. It's DeWalt's right angle impact accessory drive. It's model number somewhere here. Model number DWARA100. It's kind of the second version to the 50 model. They've named it the 100, so let's hope it's twice as good. And this is it. It's basically just a right angle driver, a little bit of a plastic part on the bottom here, nice aluminium head, and a sticker. Woohoo! So maybe get this rubbish off. Yes, as you know, I actually hate it when manufacturers do this type of thing. I mean, they put the sticker on you, that's all good and well, you know, just to show you how to get the bit out. But you pull the sticker off and geez man, it's so sticky, and it always leaves this sticky residue. It's flippin' irritating as hell. These guys claim that this thing is impact ready. I'm a little bit skeptical about that because the way an impact gun works, so something like this, an impact driver, is it kind of hammers the rotation around. And these are really small gears in here, so unless these gear sets are forged gear sets, which I very much doubt they are, they're probably going to be a powdered metallurgy type, like a sintered gear set or sintered metal. Yeah, so unless they are forged, I reckon this thing is not going to be as strong and robust. Who knows? Let's get into it, have a look. DeWalt reckons this thing can handle 3000 RPM, but there's no maximum torque setting that's, or maximum torque figure that's been given. So that's quite strange, you know, given that they've designed it, or they say it needs to be used, or it can be used with these impact drivers. All of the impact drivers they've got torque settings. It's got a nice little magnet to keep the bit in, and when you, well, there's the bit over there. It's got this little holder over here, I think is magnetic. That's just to give you better purchase on the screw. Kind of just, you can actually feel it. You can feel the screw pulling in. So that's quite neat. But this bit, yes man, it's all the way in there. To get this little bit out, you need to go through the back hole. You kind of just force yourself in, and then there we go. It releases the bit. Now, looks like this is a, I don't know what this is actually. DeWalt. Hey, it's a little DeWalt Phillips head bit. I'm not sure what number it is, and it kind of just snaps in right there. Now this should fit any other 1/4 inch drive. Let's just have a look at that. There we go. So it fits basically any 1/4 inch drive, which is quite handy. So I suppose you could put any 1/4 inch unit in there, maybe a little chuck or one of those spade drill bits, or maybe even the drill bits. Some 1/4 inch bits have got a 1/4 inch section on the back, and then it kind of changes itself into a drill bit. So it's quite neat. But yeah, not bad. DeWalt also claims that this thing has got a 5 times longer life than Milwaukee's version. Now that's the 48-32 hex shank adapter, and Milwaukee only rate their 90-degree drive for 400 RPM, whereas this one is rated for 3000 RPM, which is quite a lot more. They also say it lasts 5 times longer than Milescraft 1302 right angle adapter. So, you know, take that as you will. It's quite bold claims. And the gears are impact rated for 2000 life cycles. What the hell that means, who knows? I mean, is that 2000 kind of little hits from the hammer out of an impact driver, or is that 2000 uses? I mean, come on guys, just marketing bullshit. That's pretty much what it is. You know, when you buy something and you've got an expectation, you know, especially tools and that type of thing, when it feels heavy and sturdy, it gives you that feeling that it's expensive and that it's really good. Now, this tool gives you that feeling right off the bat. You know, if you look at the size of it and then you pick it up, it feels nice and sturdy and it's got good weight to it. Whereas the other day, when we looked at this, it's the DeWalt 20 volt max, you know, you look at this kind of unit and you think, oh, nice, and then you pick it up and you're kind of expecting something a little bit heavier, and it just, you know, just feels a little bit light, so it doesn't instill a lot of confidence, although it is built pretty well. But back to today's task. So yeah, nice little machine screws into the aluminium, and then this thing opens. Actually, I'm not too sure how it opens. There we go. So this is the money shot, and not much to it. We'll have a look at the gearbox shortly, but the inside of this thing, that's kind of the plastic, or we'll check out what material this is just now, but it's got a long shaft, a 1/4 inch shaft. Now, I'm guessing they make this 1/4 inch shaft this long so that when the impact driver kind of turns and impacts on its rotary motion, that the shaft kind of flexes slightly, so it takes up some of the shock before it actually gets into our little gearbox here. One thing that's not too impressive, now I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but at the bottom, if you can see here, so that normally kind of spins over there. So here at the bottom, you can see that's where your impact driver goes on, and it's got a little bushing or bearing. I thought it might have been a bearing, but if you actually take it out, all it is a small bushing. And there it is there. It just looks like a mild steel bushing. There we go. Nothing too spectacular. So that bit kind of, well, it doesn't go in this way, but it goes in from the other side, and that's all it does. Just a greased up bushing. So, don't know how good that is. I would have liked to see a bearing in the bottom there. But I suppose, what do you expect for a couple of dollars? It's not exactly a really expensive piece of equipment, this. I'm not sure what type of material this is. It's quite stiff. I mean, look, it is small, and it's very, very, very stiff. Yep, it is glass fiber reinforced, which is a good thing. So it's probably a PA6 with 20 or 30% glass fiber in it. I don't see any markings, material markings. Maybe they're further down there. Yeah, I don't see anything on here. The shaft actually says China on it there. So have a look at that. China, not DeWalt. The little bit over here says DeWalt. also says China on it, so I don't know why they didn't just have DeWalt stamped onto this. But anyway, doesn't matter. It looks pretty good. The next little piece here that's slightly confusing is this little plastic insert. Now, oh jeez, it's I think it's used for keeping your screw on here. So you can see there that it's actually magnetic. So a little piece of nylon or plastic there with the magnet inside it. But I mean, I'm not too sure. Maybe somebody can tell me. But that kind of piece goes in there, and it's got this little locator. It's kind of got this small recess over there, and it seems like this little recess kind of hooks into the casing over here. It's allowed to move a little bit, but it's actually not allowed to move enough to pull it out and then turn it around. So not too sure exactly what the point of that design is, but it is there. Must have been for some reason. It's always good to know what's happening inside your head, so I think we're going to try and get this thing apart. Not too sure how successful we're going to be. Good old circular pliers, Gador, locally manufactured here in South Africa. It's got two circlips, one over there and one over there holding the bearings in. So let's see if we can get these out. There we go, number one, and number two. Having a look at the bearings here, it's a Chinese bearing. Well, there it says China CW, and it is a, geez, I can't even see in here, 6801LU. So having a look at the CW brand, just had a look on old Google here, and this is what comes up: bearing CW, precision ball bearings. Not sure how good they are, but I'm guessing that they should be good enough. Now I don't know how easy it is to get these bearings out. They're probably going to be press fitted into this head. You can actually see here, if you look closely, when the bearing was pressed in, it actually made some marks on the aluminium. So I doubt that I'm going to be able to pull these bearings out. Yeah, this one's quite clear. Let's have a look there. There we go. So have a look at that. Have a look at that edge over there. So I don't think we're going to be able to get them out. To have a look at exactly what type of gear set is in here and kind of how much force it might be able to take. So sorry about that. Thank you, DeWalt. Quite cute. It's got a little pin inside here. There it is over there. So when you press the bit in, it kind of pushes the little section back, and then when you press through the hole in the back, then the little pin pushes the bit out. So it's quite a nice powdered metal part. I assume it's powdered metal, looks like it. Ends have been molded out, just for, well, molded or turned out to accept the bearings. Nice little hole drilled through here, but they just didn't give a shit about deburring the hole. So come on, Noakes, it's really not that difficult. Although I suppose it is a extra process which will end up costing a little bit of money. Overall, not too bad. The threads look pretty clean. There was no Loctite or anything on the thread itself. Just having a look here at the sort of turning action. It's not very smooth at all. I mean, you can turn it, and then it kind of hooks every now and again. It doesn't hook in the same place. So if you tilt the shaft and try and rotate it, then it also hooks. So I'm guessing this is just a beveled gear set, and also probably sintered metal bearing or sintered metal gears, probably not forged and machined. I think if they were machined, then they wouldn't be as rough as this. It should be quite smooth. Also something interesting, I don't think this is a bearing. I think in the bottom end, this is just a bushing. It's got grooves like a bearing, so that's maybe where the bearing seal would go in. But it, you know, if you tap on it, it feels quite solid, and it doesn't have any markings on. Now, of course, if it is a bearing, the markings could be on the other side, but you know, normally manufacturers would, like they did on this side, they put the bearing numbers to the outside so that we can see what's going on. So not too sure what is going on in there, unfortunately. So overall, it's not too bad. I would have liked to see maybe a bearing in the back of the housing, and I'm pretty sure, as I said, these are not forged gears. So would it be nice to see a set of forged gears in there, nice smooth action? That would definitely make this head unit quite a lot stronger. But you know, I suppose this is what you get for your $30 or $40, depending on kind of where you buy it from. Not too bad, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.